Welcome back to Elizabeth Plants. I'm Elizabeth, and we're going to talk about 2020, 2021 plant plans, things like that. So, Scott Grows an Avocado Tree tagged me in the Plant Plans 2021 challenge, the hashtag, the tag. And so I'm just going to go through these questions. I don't really have like a repotting to do with this. I don't have any other chores I can do without like being up and moving, and that would just be super distracting. So I'm just gonna go through the questions, and I hope you guys are okay with that because that's what I'm doing. And by the time you're seeing this, I've already done it. There are 6 questions. I'm looking down at my question sheet. There's 6 questions, and so let's just get into it. Before I even get to the end, I'm tagging anybody who wants to do this that was not tagged. Anybody who wants to answer these questions, you're also welcome to just answer them for yourselves in the comments down below. That's perfectly fine. So let's just get into it. I'm going to be referring to my handy dandy question sheet. The first question is, what plant brought you the most joy in 2020? And I watched a couple of other people do this challenge, and while I was doing that, I was trying to think about it. And I don't really know. I feel like I had quite a few plants that brought me joy in 2020, and I can really only speak to the latter half. I don't remember my plant joy per plant early in the year. But I think overall, there are 2 plants that gave me a lot of joy and just kind of like made me feel the most happy throughout the year, and that's going to be my Albo variegata syngonium. I'll insert photos. I don't feel like getting up and getting these plants. So my syngonium, it did a lot of growing. I was able to give away a clipping of it on my Instagram, link in the description. I mean, I've propagated it countless times this year and just continued to fill it. And I love it. I love the way it grows. It's right here, like right behind the camera over here. I can touch it from here, and so I get to see it all the time sitting here at my desk. The other plant is the formerly Philodendron Salome, current name up on the screen because I can never remember it well enough to pronounce it. But again, I've moved that into the office. If you haven't seen that video, I'll try and remember to put it up here. If not, you can find it on my channel. It's not a super old video. I'm looking at that guy right now behind the camera, and I don't know, that one has always just given me a lot of joy. It's been my favorite for a long time, or at least top 5 for a long time. It's my largest plant by far, and it just consistently grows and does things for me. So that one gives me a lot of joy simply because it's not difficult, and even when it is difficult, it's not its fault, if that makes sense. Like, my cats like to dig in it, or they used to. That would cause me stress. However, the plant still like would do its thing, pop out a leaf in the process, the same size or bigger than the previous leaves. I don't know. It just gave me a lot of joy. Those are probably my top 2, if I had to pick. Second question. What is at the top of my wish list in 2021? I was kind of reviewing my wish list today, planning to maybe do a video. My wish list is long and is full of plants that I know I will never get. So I think that this is a really hard question. I think at the top of my list somewhere, I wouldn't necessarily say it's like number 1. But at the top of my list somewhere is to get actual Philodendron Paraiso Verde. I ordered one and I have it, but mine is completely reverted. It arrived reverted, and I still love it. I absolutely love it. But I originally ordered it because I absolutely love the variegation on the Paraiso Verde, not reverted. So I would love to even just get a clipping of one of those in 2021, but I'm not expecting to find one for a price I'm willing to pay. Third question. What is something you need to do with your plants in 2021? And this is a question that I have been thinking out about for months now. I need to downsize. I need to weed things out. I need to evaluate every single plant on an individual basis. Go through. I need to move a lot of them into LECA. If you're not aware, I think I've mentioned it maybe once or twice. Later this 2021, in the fall probably, my boyfriend and I are going to be moving from where we live in Michigan to Texas. and it's like I think it's like a 16-hour drive, 18-hour drive, 16 or 18, something like that. I just think it'll be easier if any plant that I would like to be in LECA for the move, simply for weight and easier mess. If I get them acclimated well before the move, because it is going to be a 2-day drive. We're not going to drive straight through because my boyfriend will be probably driving the moving vehicle and I will be driving in my car with the cats. And I just think it'll be easier for myself if I do that. Kind of pairing with that, I need to move things to LECA and I just need to downsize or consolidate, reevaluate, kind of rework my planty babies. Question number 4. What would you like to learn in 2021? And I'm sure this question is meant to be in regards to plants, but I feel like I don't know how to answer this question. I thought about it quite a bit, and there's a unlimited list of things that I would love to learn. I do not know if it is realistic that I will get to in 2021. For me, 2021 is going to be an extremely busy year, and it is going to be a very transitional year for me. I have finished my graduate degree and will now be working full-time in my field very soon, and so I will be adjusting to that. I've been working from home for myself for the past 4 years, so to have to be in an office on a full-time capacity, I know that that's going to take some adjusting for me. So I've got that coming up. My sister is getting married and I'm the maid of honor. It was supposed to be last summer, but it's, pandemic life. We pushed it back a year, and so I am planning all of that stuff. And amongst all of these things, I am also planning for that move I mentioned. But for licensure reasons, there's a lot more that goes into that than me just moving and getting a job in Texas. I have to take a couple of exams that are required in Texas that are not required in Michigan and pass them well before I move because of the way the boards meet. At least according to the research I found. If there are any clinical mental health counselors from Texas in my audience, I would love for you to reach out and give me some pointers about becoming limited licensed in Texas, because researching information is very difficult. Bonus points if you transfer during your limited license to Texas and you have pointers for that, because it's not well documented and I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants with little information. So just side note, if any of you out there happen to be in a similar position, would love some tips from you. But it's going to require a lot throughout the entire year, not even counting the actual move itself. And then we're moving in the fall right before the holidays, hopefully at the end of a pandemic, but at the least during a pandemic. So super transitional, super weird year for me. But so as far as what I want to learn, I just want to survive 2021 well. I want to get through it well. There are a lot of things I would like to learn related to plants and not. I don't know if I'll get to it in 2021. We'll see. Question number 5, what can my subscribers, that's you guys, hopefully, if you're not subscribed, what can you guys expect in 2021? You can expect, I don't want to promise anything this year. Like I said, super transitional year, and I am adjusting to a lot of different things, so I don't know how that will go. I'm filming this on January 4th, 5th, something like that. I believe it's a Tuesday. I don't know. But right now I'm aiming for videos out once a week on Thursdays. I generally try and get them out by 10:30 a.m. I might not get to it every week like that. I'm asking for your forgiveness because I am currently just trying to figure out how to maneuver what was once a 24/7 work from home schedule to a full-time counselor plus full-time work at home schedule, and that doesn't even include any of the plant stuff. So we're making adjustments as we go, and I ask you to be flexible with me in that way. I'm aiming for once a week videos. You might get twice a week videos some weeks, simply because of the nature of plants. If I want to make a video on something I may have to film it at a specific time for it to make sense or for me to even be able to do it. You can also hopefully expect me to be a little bit more consistent on Instagram. Again, link in the description if you're not following me, please follow. I've been extremely inconsistent on there. Extremely inconsistent. I love Instagram, but I don't always think to do Instagram when I'm stressed about a million other things. It's kind of back burner. If I'm going to drop something off my schedule, it is going to be Instagram. So my hope is to be more consistent, but I will not be a very frequent poster in 2021 on Instagram. Other than that, not much is going to change. I've got a whole list of videos that I want to make in 2021 that I wanted to make, that you guys requested, that I haven't gotten to yet. And so my hope is to just kind of whack out those items on my list of ideas. If there's anything you absolutely want to see me do a video on, please comment it down below. I am creating a list of everything that you guys are asking for and everything that I want to make, and I'll get to them as becomes either relevant or that I'm able to do it, etc. I'm hoping that the videos that I will be able to make will be a little bit more involved on my end. There are videos that I've wanted to make but haven't had time. I'm hoping to be more intentional about planning ahead and carving out time to prepare for these more involved videos. So that might include more plant information, more care, more projects maybe, I don't know. So yeah, if you have any ideas or anything that you absolutely want to see from me, put it in the comments down below. And that leads us to my final question, which is who am I tagging? And I already kind of answered this one. I'm tagging whoever wants to answer these questions. I don't like to plan ahead who I'm tagging. I don't like to reach out to people and ask them if they want to tag. I'm busy and I'd rather just leave that up to you. If you're watching this and you haven't been tagged but you really want to do it, absolutely go do this tag. If you don't have a channel but you still kind of want to do the tag, put it in the comments down below. Put it on your other social medias. I don't see why you can't. That is my Plant Plans 2021 tag. Thank you for an amazing 2020. I really put a lot more time and effort into the channel in 2020, and I'm very thankful that you guys have come along this journey with me and been really forgiving and flexible with my crazy, wonky, ever-changing schedule in the middle of a pandemic. So thanks for coming around. Thank you for your kind comments. Thank you guys so much for an amazing 2020, and let's hope that 2021 is as good or better. See you next time.